It's a program that's been around for decades. It has represented its high school and community with greatness. It has more than 200 members and packs a strong punch. It is the Golden Regiment of Blue Springs High School. In the early days of Blue Springs High School, the town was small and so was the school enrollment. At most, the band had just a few dozen members. By the 1970s, to accommodate a thriving community, the high school moved to its current location. The band program was growing, and so was its demand for higher achievement and regional recognition.
Well, when I started, we were the Wildcat Marching Band, but we really didn't ever publish the name, or we were just the marching band, the Blue Springs High School Marching Band. And after going to several clinics and conventions, I would see names in front of them like the Royal Brigade or some kind of a special tag, and I just thought, first of all, we were changing uniforms, and I wasn't sure of the color design, and in the color designs that the uniform company gave me, there were some gold blouses that looked really neat, and it all just kind of clicked, and I came up with the Golden Regiment. It just kind of came in my head, and I thought, what a neat tag to put on them, and the kids liked it. We always had a senior group and a group of council that we talked about everything that we did, and they liked the name change. And then I showed them the uniform design we were going to use, and it just caught. I went to the superintendent, showed him, he was excited about it, and so we changed the name, and it stuck forever. And I think the kids still like it to this day.
In 1979, the Golden Regiment marched into Mardi Gras. Then the very next year of 1980, they became the very first high school band to represent the state of Missouri in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade in New York City. From that moment on, the Golden Regiment would continue to grow in popularity and in national recognition.
Well, Doug had done a great job of establishing a wonderful band program here at Blue Springs High School, and this wonderful auditorium we're in was largely due to a lot of him and a lot of his influence in the community and the great things he'd done with the program. My hope was just not to mess things up, when I got up here. I was just very grateful to have a great job and a good staff to work with.
Today, under the leadership of Dr. Alshouse, the Golden Regiment continues to pave the way of a successful program, being rich in tradition. In fact, the Golden Regiment was the only band invited from the state of Missouri to march in President Obama's inaugural parade in Washington, D.C. But this level of success demands a lot of hard work and dedication.
Having had two children through this program for 8 years, watching them learn to work as a team player, putting themselves their goals aside and setting out to work as a team, and they both learned a great deal of hard work and that it pays off and you can do it.
And although the marching band is the biggest public thing that we do, we have kids that find their niche not just in marching band, but it might be in one of our jazz bands, or it might be in the concert band. There's so many areas that they can work in that you see kids that their eyes are opened by playing something that they've never done before. But the biggest picture is, like Lisa said, that it's all about more people than you, and you can achieve more by actually being with more people than you can achieve just by yourself.
These high school students have also learned that to be successful, they endure to the end, together, even when practice for a new season begins in the middle of the summer heat on very hot pavement. It's the summer of 2009, and the Golden Regiment is preparing for the upcoming marching season with a show entitled Berlin Wall, A City Divided.
1, 2, 3. Not bad.
As far as the marching portion goes, the marching band, I think, teaches so many great life skills beyond just the music and the notes and the marching. There's a lot to figure out as far as, am I on my dot? Am I getting my music in the right place? Am I able to put all these parts together? But at the end of the day, it's about how have I interacted with my fellow students and my teachers? What am I doing here? The big picture for us is it's really about everybody else. It's not about you, and that's a big part of what we try to teach the kids. So what we're looking for in that exercise is when they go to that second part of it, does their entire upper body move smoothly, or do you see their shoulders snapping forward a little bit late? And we're still working on that. It's not perfect right now, but that's the idea. So take a look at this again and see how your kid's doing with that. There we go. Bring out the theme. Good, breathe.
After enduring the summer practices, the new school year begins. The Golden Regiment is just days away from its first performance, with football season right around the corner. It's time to bring all the pieces together, but this time it's a practice at midnight.
How does it feel to be here for Midnight Madness this year? It's your senior year,
It's sweet and sour.
Sweet and sour?
Because I got a cool spider now, but then this is my last year having a cool spider here, and it's like, I gotta make the best of this experience, So I got a cool spider.
It's going to be a fun year. You and Bartholomew are going to lead us through this Midnight Madness chaos.
That's right.
Are you excited about Midnight Madness this year?
Oh yeah.
Play some crazy dodgeball later?
Yeah, where the saxophones are gonna dominate.
Probably so.
Yeah.
Are you excited about Midnight Madness?
Yes.
It's going to be a fun rehearsal.
Should be.
Fun dodgeball.
Playing dodgeball.
Pancakes.
Pancakes.
You excited about the rest of the season?
I'm excited.
After a late rehearsal, dodgeball seems to be a good way to close out the night and a long season of practice. The next few months, the Golden Regiment not only performs at football games, but many of their weekends are spent out of town at band competitions. The very first competition in Edwardsville, Illinois, they placed first in all caption awards, and they were overall the grand champion of the Tiger Ambush Classic. The next 2 weekends, the Golden Regiment placed very high in 2 more Midwest competitions, which led to this one. University of Missouri in Columbia, Missouri, the Champion of Champions, held October 31st, 2009. The Golden Regiment placed first in the preliminaries and returned that evening for the final round of the competition. Uncut and unedited, here is their performance that night, Berlin, A City Divided.